Good day and welcome back to Anand Rathi Weekly Podcast, Fundamental ka Vaar Budhvaar. I am Narendra Solanki. Dear investors, markets have finally crossed all-time highs and the major indices are trading above their all-time highs. The momentum in market is strong, especially in mid and small cap stocks. Also supporting the momentum is the foreign flows, which are pretty strong for the consecutive second month in a row. Also, the FI flows are positive on both calendar year and TTM basis, which is again a good sign. Coming to the domestic macro, India's current account deficit narrowed to $1.3 billion or 0.2% of the GDP in the January to March quarter of FY23, mainly due to moderation in the trade deficit and robust increase in services exports. However, for the full fiscal, the current account balance recorded a deficit of 2% of GDP compared to 1.2% in FY22. Credit rating agency Fitch Ratings in its latest report has raised India's GDP growth forecast by 0.3 percentage points to 6.3% for current fiscal year 24 from 6% it had predicted previously. This is primarily because of a stronger outrun in the first quarter and near term momentum, which again is a good positive sign for the domestic economy. Coming to the global front, the geopolitical risks have increased since our last podcast. Especially the Russia-Ukraine crisis has taken new turn and now things are looking quite uncertain and random, which should be watched closely going ahead. Other than this, most of the global macros remain calm and largely priced in by the markets. Now coming to the upcoming week, key economic events lined up this week are today, US Fed Powell is speaking, US crude oil inventories data is scheduled, tomorrow German CPI data is scheduled, US Q1 GDP data, initial jobless claims data, and China manufacturing PMI data is scheduled. On 30th, UK GDP, Euro CPI, and US core PCI index data is scheduled. Coming to the sector leadership on relative rotational basis, sector leading are realty, consumer, auto. Sector showing improvements are energy and metals. Sector showing weakness are FMCG, infra, IT, and financials. So that's it from our side. Meet you same day next week. Happy investing. Thank you.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.